Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Personal Journey and Solutions podcast. Today I want to talk with you about childhood trauma. I want to share how I was able to escape it. I want to talk about what it is, why it's bad, why you need to get rid of it, and especially how to get rid of it, because that's not a commonly talked about thing. The reason I want to share this is because I made a short. It was titled Number One Reason for Depression. And I asked people to comment why they thought people got depressed, the number one reason. And one recurring comment was childhood trauma. And that just really got to me because in the video, I got to the gist that depression was you in your own head, just recurring bad thoughts compounding and putting you into deeper and deeper depression. And childhood trauma, it's been there for a long time. Hence the name, it's been there since your childhood. But childhood trauma is a little bit different in the way that it's more subconscious than conscious. This is why people go to therapy, because the therapist knows how to unlock the locked doors in your mind to get you to open up about the things you're insecure about and things that happened to you during your childhood that are now reflecting in your actions, in your temper, and what you do, how you treat people. So that was my quick rant. Now let's get into the video. So what exactly is childhood trauma? Childhood trauma is the incorrect change of your behavior caused by negative experiences or negative things you were taught, negative principles you picked up from your parents that you all experienced in your childhood. Maybe you were the youngest kid and always made fun of for asking dumb questions, and now you're afraid to ask questions and you get really insecure when people judge you. Maybe you were always made fun of for being a fat kid, and even though you're not fat anymore, whenever somebody pokes fun at you, you get really mad. Temper and insecurity are, I gotta say, the two main factors that play in the childhood trauma. They're the two most noticeable side effects of having it. But the reason that it's more subconscious than conscious is because these things happen when you were a kid, and you probably just discarded them as, just stupid memories. You do things all the time that you don't remember. You see people all the time that you'd never remember. But the thing is that you don't discard the emotions that came with the experience. This is why when you go to a restaurant and you have a bad experience, you might not remember what you ate, but you just remember that that restaurant sucks. I guarantee you've experienced this next one. You probably know a person or just remember walking into a person at a supermarket or seeing like a Karen. You probably just remember like, oh my gosh, that person was such an asshole. You don't remember exactly what they said, but you just remember how they were acting, how that made you feel, how that made other people feel. And from that, you kept those emotions, you kept the opinion about them. So this is why it's a little bit tricky to get rid of childhood trauma, because you have to remember those experiences. You at least have to find out the bad problems that you're experiencing and find out why you do them, why you act that way. For that fat insecure kid analogy I gave earlier, you don't have to go back and remember that you were the fat kid and that's why you're insecure. You just have to accept that you're insecure when people make fun of you because maybe you're just not that confident in yourself. Maybe you're always picking at yourself. When you look in the mirror, you're ashamed. When you eat junk food, you're ashamed, and that causes you to stress eat. There's a million bad habits that you could have, and you need to identify what it is and why you do it. So that was all what is childhood trauma. Now we need to discuss why it is bad and why you need to get rid of it. It was pretty clear in the last example that stress eating is not healthy, but some things are less tangible. They're less easy to understand and easy to accept. If you have a problem overeating, then it's pretty simple to accept that you have a problem overeating. But if you have a problem of getting defensive when people say things to you, people will joke around with you, it's really easy to point the finger and say, oh, that person just shouldn't have said that. Like, they know I'm this way. They shouldn't have said that. They know I'm this way. Why would they say that? They knew I was going to get upset. It's not me that's the problem. Unfortunately, that's what people do. They point the finger and they never end up accepting that something's wrong. Something's wrong in here. So you got to understand that it's you that is the problem. Yeah, I'm sure maybe that guy said something that really was offensive in general, but you shouldn't still be thinking about it a day later, a week later, for the rest of your life often. If it gets under your skin, it is a problem, period. And that results from you being insecure in some way. So all these things are bad. They're negative to your brain, they're negative to your mental health, and you gotta get rid of them. But how do we do that? Luckily for you, it's really simple, but we all know that it's not that easy, and that's why childhood trauma is such a killer now, such a leading cause of depression. All you have to do is start talking. But if it was that easy, then everybody would just be talking to their friends, their family, and it wouldn't be a problem. But since we're so insecure, since we get mad when these topics come up, we can't talk to other people, and that's okay. There is another way. It's to talk to yourself. You need to sit down and identify like who you are. Why do you do the things you do? Why do you react the way you react? You need to ask if it's an advantage or not. That'll help you accept that this is a negative thing, and it'll help you see that you have to get rid of this now because it's really holding you back. So just talk to yourself a little and say, it's okay. It's okay that I feel this way. It's okay that I'm insecure about being a little overweight, but I have to change it. I know I'm insecure about it. I've accepted that. But I have to change this now because it's holding me back. It's going to kill me. And once you normalize that in your mind, you won't find it so hard to talk to other people because it's just another trait that you already know about yourself. Just like I know that I don't have 20/20 vision, I also know that I'm secure about how I look. And I won't mind telling that to someone else, someone I trust at least. My disclaimer is I would not recommend talking to people who don't listen. Often this is like your mother, your father, your sisters, teachers. These are often older people in your life. But if you have someone like that you can talk to, I would highly recommend doing that. I'll speed up the process. Having another mind is a free fast track ticket to getting rid of this. But if you don't have anyone to talk to and you're having a little bit trouble talking to yourself, leave a comment down below. I'll talk with you. We can exchange information. So that's how I was able to get rid of my childhood trauma and clear my mind. And I gotta tell you, on the other side of all this crap, it's all uphill from here. I'm standing on the other side of the fence telling you to jump over. I can't make you jump over. I can't help you jump over. You have to choose to climb over the fence. So if you got value from this video, I want you to subscribe, comment down below on something you're struggling with, and I'll do my best to help you out with that. I'll see you guys in the next one.